Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from me, host Imperial Dane. We'll be having a 1 vs 1 right here on Dawn River. Yes, indeed, one of the new maps, Dawn River, with a lot of ice on it. We'll be watching Sirmuffin fighting for the Kampfgruppe Dietrich. More specifically, the Sperrverbande Dietrich, the more defensively oriented and more hastily assembled Kampfgruppen, versus IronRoman of the Soviet Union's 215th Guards Rifle Division. A brutal assault has been initiated by the Soviet Union to take a hold on the other side of the Don River right here. Will they be able to succeed, or will the Kampfgruppe or the Sperrverbande hold them back? We are seeing here two grenadiers start from Sirmuffin. We are seeing joint operations, assault support and festering armor available for IronRoman. We are looking at Guards Rifle combined arms right off the bat, in fact. And 3 conscript squads there so far. Back to Sirmuffin though. Might follow up there with an MG42. Map divided in some peculiar manner. Lots of ice here. Basically, a large section of the map being on its own small island, or whatever you'd call that, with a few bridges connecting and otherwise ice. Lots and lots of ice. Grenadiers moving into the centre, second grenadiers squad arriving. 3rd squad of infantry there for Sirmuffin.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
IronRoman has already rushed towards the centre, going pretty aggressive there for the northern points. This side, on the other hand, a lot safer for the southern player, though.
Pioneers reporting objective captured.
IronRoman getting ready to sneak in, perhaps around here, see if he can't attack Sirmuffin from another angle. Once they are being secured. All a bit quiet at the moment. No engagements, no combat. IronRoman looking to get pretty aggressive here. Take points right next to Sirmuffin's base. Securing the centre victory point with a large conscript force. Points up there being secure as well. And there going MG42 then arriving next for Sirmuffin.
Grenadiers ready.
Looks like he's taking a rather broad approach to thing map, spreading out his grenadiers a bit too much. There we go, conscript spotting 1 squad, and there we go, going up right here to the big strategic point right next to IronRoman's base, just as IronRoman is taking away the one right next to his base. A bit interesting there, MG42 arrives. Grenadiers might want to continue to take up position there in the building. And again, there might already be Molotovs up for IronRoman. Grenadiers have been caught on both sides by the conscript. That is definitely not good. That is a lot of bullets being raked in. Being intercepted in the building. And there we go, Molotov is delivered there from IronRoman. Grenadiers moving in from the other side of these in the building. Already in quite a bit of trouble there. Not looking good, not looking good. Definitely getting overwhelmed. Pulling up too heavy cover. IronRoman's conscript getting caught out in the open, one squad taking up position in the building. Making things a bit more hazardous right around here for Sirmuffin's troops. More conscripts arriving on the scene. MG42 managed to retake the point there, and there we go, grenadiers and conscripts fighting over here. Things are definitely heating up a bit all of a sudden. Losses inflicted there. Nice Molotov on his grenadiers, causing quite a bit of harm there. Pulling back from here, MG42 is something you consider upgrading one of his grenadier squads with now. Going for the cutoff point there as well. Pioneers could have dealt with it, but instead they actually retreat, likely because he's taking out and wants some more. And we're seeing a 4th grenadier squad here from Sirmuffin. He could have opted for another MG42 or perhaps a mortar, but he instead opts for even more infantry.
Infantry has made contact. Be ready. Our lines of supply are disrupted.
MG42 firing away merrily on the conscripts, taking up position in the house, going to make this a bit more pleasant for the MG42, which is out in the open, make them easy targets. Sirmuffin initiating harassment on IronRoman's points in return.
Grenadiers reporting.
Troops they're reinforcing. You could set up a light mechanized company now. Grenadiers moving up here, getting the MG42, going to probably try and stop IronRoman's conscripts from harassing. Or at least make it harder for them.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
There we go, IronRoman has lost his own fuel point in return now.
Contact!
Conscripts and commands getting ready to make an assault over here. And there we go, down here the conscripts run into a bit more trouble than it can handle from the grenadiers with the MG42 in tow. MD42 on the other hand has actually pulled back. Might even get these conscripts right here and wipe them out if the gods favour Sirmuffin, but they do not. The meanwhile, Grenadier Squad here getting overwhelmed by conscripts and comrades. The other Grenadier Squad needs to move up to support, but he's already moved it too far away to be of any immediate help. These Grenadiers actually then need to consider just retreating. They can't hold out for much longer right here. Not looking good. And we go down to 2 men. Come on, Sirmuffin. Wuksuk, and there we go. Point being secured there. Grenadiers marching up. Nothing going on in IronRoman space in return.
Yes?
Grenadiers moving up there and going off for a quick rifle grenade. Might catch the combat engineers and did a bit, but the Grenadiers in return might get finished off by the conscripts. That is rather dangerous work. And an assault being initiated here on the building.
We are ready.
No initial bombardment there with a rifle grenade on the building. MD42 providing firing support. However, shall this go? Not always be able to draw away the Russians' attention from the last retreating Grenadier here who's so low on health, which might in fact prove to be a salvation. Conscripts actually abandoning the house. There we go, rifle grenade, then quickly popping in. Nice dodge there from IronRoman. More Grenadiers moving up with light machine guns as well. The conscripts in there, in fact, might soon be in trouble. They are low on health. Not many ways to escape. Go, and then running right past here. This could prove to be their doom, their end. And a pack 40 out. Looks like Sirmuffin is not taking a positive judgment of this situation and his fuel supply, and for that matter his opponent's fuel supply, and quickly opts for a pack 40 in case that IronRoman is rushing for, of course, for T70, which, you know, is typically IronRoman. But so far, nothing on that. We do see the special rifle command going up. So T70, of course, tank battalion command could be a quick follow-up. SMGs now equipped for the conscripts. Looks like a quick counter-attack is already being initiated here by the Grenadiers to try and throw back the Russians. Making progress on different angles. Conscripts rushing into the house here. Have they been equipped with submachine guns? Yes, indeed. Increasing their firepower as well, at least up close. Quick rifle grenade here, and did not so well. Putting them up into heavy cover and taking up blocking position here, although only 1 man that can really shoot from this angle. Essentially, the Grenadiers could easily move up here and just fire away for that, even a few rifle grenades, but just otherwise just shoot. Up north, they do abandon, hitting the dirt right in front of the Grenadiers, and quickly Molotoving, denying the Grenadiers any cover. Nice little maneuver there. Nice little maneuver. The Grenadiers quickly back off and open up once more. And the rifle grenades are now available once more, so they could try and launch one at the conscripts again. Conscripts are not looking too good. And there we go, another rifle grenade. And wiping out one of IronRoman's conscript squads. That's definitely going to hurt. Looks like he actually drew up the conscripts right here. Might be able to take advantage of this when if he stops moving now. And there we go. Conscripts are in a lot of trouble. All of a sudden, rather up close to a lot of Grenadiers with Kar-98Ks. Doing a lot of damage. And the result is only 2 conscripts survive and escape with their PPH-41s. Tank Battalion Command is indeed on the way. Pack 40 in a central dominant position here with the MD42 providing cover. Good. Taking away IronRoman's fuel point there after a brutal fight up there. And we are seeing that IronRoman is rushing as much infantry as possible to actually take it back. A large conscript force with submachine guns moving in. Flamethrowers up there and guards rifle infantry moving in for IronRoman as well. Taking up going on.
Conditions are imminent.
It's cold.
Grenadiers still need to begin being careful, and there we go, the assault is in. Pioneers sneaking about here. Not sure what they will be planning to do. They could, for example, wide off a bit here, make it a bit harder for the opponent's infantry to move about. It seems they do not opt for it. Grenadiers engaged by guards, rifle infantry.
Our industry grows to support us.
Getting 1 guardsman before they themselves retreat. And these Grenadiers just need to get the hell out of there. Wuksuk hitting the dirt. Oh, perhaps a bit too slow there, Sirmuffin. And there we go, guards riflemen blocking the route. And there we go, Sirmuffin was a bit too slow there. Panzer Grenadier have arrived. moving ahead for the Sperrverbande as more infantry is assembled to block the advance of the Soviet Rifle Division. Not the Guards Rifle Division. Combat is moving in. Pioneers about to encounter some very, very unpleasant Russians. They don't really stand much of a chance. It looks like Sirmuffin might not be paying attention, resulting in the tragic loss of a Pioneer squad shortly after the Grenadiers got wiped out. Rather unfortunate that. Or no? That was some damn lucky Pioneers right there. Damn lucky.
Enemy forces are securing
Troops
our
reinforcing
territory.
there. IronRoman floating quite a bit of resource. Might be he's actually going for the T-34, not rushing for the T-70, which would be the usual thing he does. Interesting, interesting. And we're seeing additional Guards riflemen arriving. Lots more elite infantry right there for IronRoman. As he's pushing ahead and again going aggressive for the points and trying for a broad front approach. Panzer's moving in against the conscripts, heading the dirt, definitely increasing their survival chance against the advancing Panzer Grenadier. So they're getting close enough. Then we've got Molotov. Oh, but they actually catch themselves in the fire as well. That's rather unfortunate. Panzers win the fight there. Conscript fighting up here. MG42 actually overwhelmed. And we're seeing festering armor up for Sirmuffin over to IronRoman. Looks like he just lost a conscript squad, so he's down to 2 Guards riflemen, 2 conscripts. T-34 on the way. Grenadiers advancing a bit too close to comfort. Quickly suffering extreme losses there to the conscripts. Who all of a sudden turn otherwise a negative cover position, I believe. Well, at least an open position, into something with cover there via hit the dirt. Lovely done. Guards rifle in a bit of trouble. Might want to keep them up first. He could also consider a sandbag position here to sort of give them some heavy cover. Panzer Grenadiers continue here behind Soviet lines. Support armor corps up. And Panzer is advancing straight into the flamethrower. Definitely a bit dangerous, but so far seems to be working. Combat is rushed off, and there we go. The T-34-76 arrives. Continue to advance up through the centre of IronRoman. Sirmuffin yielding like a muffin. I don't know. Not quite got any metaphor for that. But Guards riflemen getting quickly suppressed there. And German infantry assembling for a counter-attack as the MG42 keeps IronRoman's infantry occupied. Bit careful with that. That is a veteran 2 Grenadier squad with a light machine gun. Definitely going to be a bit unpleasant. There we go. Conscripts are suffering heavily, though they do manage to hit the dirt and hit veteran 2, forcing the Grenadiers ultimately to retreat.
Combat engineers.
T-34 arrives in the centre. German infantry continues to advance. Guards rifle take up position in the nearby building, blocking any Germans from advancing too far. And there we go, flamethrowers up first, good job there. But a quick grenade, ooh, very close to succeeding, but he managed to dodge it. Pioneers, though, need to retreat in the end. And there we go, T-34 moving up, taking a nice distance, but comes under fire from the Pak-40 nonetheless. Conscripts moving aggressively ahead, and immediately coming in fire there from MG42, but not before they hit the dirt, thus showing they can't be suppressed. But eventually 2, and ultimately though down to 2 men. They need to get the hell out of there. And they do get the hell out of there.
Anti-tank rifle ready. We are ready.
Looks like both squads are upgraded with DPs, that is good. Going to move over towards here, nice move there from IronRoman, keeping the opponent occupied in the centre. But we do see some armoured support has arrived for the Sperrverbande, a Panzerkampfwagen here. Coming under fire there from the Guards riflemen, the anti-tank round appears a bit, do a bit of damage. Box there being secured. There we go. Quickly abandoning position as the chance of a rifle grenade appears. Good job there. Plenty of resource here running back. Looks like getting another T-34 is on the plan. He could consider actually getting either a sniper or some penal battalions to sort of add, or perhaps another Guards rifleman squad or just some more conscripts. Either of those things would probably help IronRoman a bit, or perhaps Or perhaps, and this is actually what he's going for next, is actually save up for a 152mm howitzer and begin just hammering away at Sirmuffin's positions. And we're actually seeing him using hold down. Amazing. A rarely used ability, but actually quite, you know, handy. Basically, basically makes it harder for the opponent to penetrate your tank's armor, but it also increases rate of fire and range. So in that regard, it does have some advantages. But it's just so rarely used. Although I will say, I do think he could have chosen a more forward position for his Panzer IV to be held down in. Like for example here, where it could sort of dominate a more central position. Instead of here where it's, you know, rather behind everything. And you know, not so much at the front line. So I think that is perhaps not the best position to hold down in. Infantry on the run there. Also alerting IronRoman to the fact that there's a hold down Panzer IV here, which will definitely be a bit of a challenge for the T-34s. But again, you know, up here would probably a better position, be able to control and watch over the central victory point and the strategic point right here. And a Panzer IV Befehlswagen arriving right there. Lovely. T-34 swiftly moves in and out.
Your predecessor died a hero.
Sirmuffin slowly advancing. T-34s look like they're going out on a longer path. Lovely that. And there we go, the Befehls Panzerwagen moves ahead. Achtung.
The sector is at risk.
And Grenadiers immediately running into a bit of trouble.
We are awaiting orders.
And there we go, forced to retreat in the face of several T-34s, not before they managed to pop off a Panzerfaust. And there goes actually now putting down barbed wire, although I'm curious as to why in that direction, not for example this one where there's enemy infantry more likely to arrive from. Seems a bit weird. Panzer IV moving in there. High explosive shells firing in, and again, note, I mean, with this, it really does have a much higher range, which is great, but again, you know, I feel he could put it in a more intimidating position. So right there, area's wired off, but T-34s are likely soon to arrive, and for that matter, a lot of it's Soviet infantry. And manpower is certainly looking close enough for IronRoman to get a howitzer up very soon.
Can now attack tanks with AT grenades. Engineer standing by.
The flamethrower pioneers versus flamethrower engineers. Exchange of flamethrowers, guard fire, and other nasty things moving in right after the pioneers, going to force them away. Very quickly, Rückzug. You don't want a flamethrower tank to burst open. Befehls Panzerwagen moving up with support from the Grenadiers. Guard him to being called out in the open, and nicely done there. Plenty of manpower there. Are you intending to go for the Howitzer IronRoman? Panzer IV moving up here, needs to be careful. He knows that T-34s are bounced. I mean, he really should have that other Panzer IV move up a bit, at least to cover the other one.
You need something built?
Will you be making... Yes, looks like it, looks like it. There we go.
Engineer standing by.
152mm howitzer up. Well, he's going up.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
But again, not a huge fan of this. It really should be the Panzer IV up this far. Or at least, you know, the Panzer IV command tank should have the Panzer IV leading the way. Again, he knows that T-34s are around here, so I'm not entirely sure why he's actually so freely sending in Grenadiers and just the command tank without anything to seriously guard against enemy armor. There we go. Soviet armor on the move. There we go. T-34 takes a good hit there, but neither shot from either tank penetrates. Also noting here, of course, the command tanks are right here in their own territory, actually increases the damage taken overall. Panzer IV could still stand to move up. Howitzer almost ready to fire. Almost. Almost. Advancing up there, lovely. And there we go. 152mm howitzer is ready to bombard the fascists, and it is time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is IronRoman is a bit on the defensive, though he's just about to bring in a heavy howitzer. And for example, right here we do see that he's placed things a bit too close together, so a nice barrage here could in fact do a lot of damage to Sirmuffin. Otherwise he could use it to basically harass him while he's trying to take away points, or for that matter try in fact break up an assault or a defense being conducted elsewhere by Sirmuffin. So definitely some opportunities there. He's got a nice chunk of armor, he's got a nice chunk of infantry. Now he just basically needs to sort of properly utilize it. Victory points are sort of going either way, but we do see that Sirmuffin is actually doing a bit more damage and doing more kills to IronRoman than IronRoman is vice versa. There are some things that could perhaps go a bit better for IronRoman, but he definitely needs to launch an attack soon again with a howitzer aimed at the correct spot. He could do a lot to sort of push back Sirmuffin. In particular, then follows up with some quick successive infantry assaults at the right spots as well. More armor could prove quite handsome or helpful. And same with a half-track, you know, providing a bit of reinforcement and a bit of transport for his infantry at the front line, ensuring he doesn't quite have to pull back all the way back to the base and spend time on that. So it's definitely also a viable option, just to say it. Otherwise, he does need to be a bit careful with that Panzer IV command tank and that Panzer IV, and for that matter that pack about. They could easily put a stop to a lot of IronRoman streams. Popping over to Sirmuffin. He, on the other hand, needs to get that Panzer IV more up to the front line again here. It's not really going to do much use. It's in fact going to be a bit wasted. And he needs to pull back that Panzer IV command tank a bit again. Preferably have the Panzer IV at the front, then the Panzer IV behind it in the same sector, thus getting the most out of the Panzer IV that way. He's also got plenty of resources, for example, getting another Panzer IV or perhaps a Sturmgeschütz. Thus adding in a bit more weight against IronRoman as well. A Pack 43 is not really that viable at the moment. There's not really a huge armoured threat which can't be handled more specifically by Panzer IVs or Sturmgeschütz at the moment. Of course, you could also try setting up some munitions cans, for example, save up for a bit of railway artillery support for shattering up some of the more heavily defended Soviet positions, or for example making a rush once he returns there's a howitzer and call it in there and basically wipe out IronRoman's howitzers. There are definitely some options there. But right now I do think he needs to move that Panzer IV. But back to the fight here under Sirmuffin's command.
Our foes have 300 points remaining.
Points are being secured.
Yes?
Troops are moving ahead.
Ready.
And there we go, the howitzers firing. Good spot. So far though, everything seems to be hitting around here, shattering what remained of a boat. So far not much luck, a lot of scatter going in. Oh, Panzer IV took a nasty hit there. Panzer IV command tank being engaged by the T-34. Guards seem to be following up. The other T-34's not been repaired. That's definitely a bit of a blunder there by IronRoman. Panzer IV command tank being pushed back. Panzer IV moving up. Pack taking damage. Guards seem to be rushing straight into heavy machine gun fire and taking a nasty loss. I think the Pack actually managed to kill several, but ultimately got knocked out by the howitzer. Guards have been taking up position in the church, firing down the Panzer IVs. T-34s being a bit unsure there, coming finally arriving to repair that T-34. Panzer IV, he actually needs to be pulled back, he's taking a lot of damage. Very close to getting knocked out, the command tank is nearby. Don't expose the rear, don't expose the rear, Sirmuffin.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Trying to get out of there. Pop smoke and move. Pop smoke. Nebel. No. Oh, he's doing it again. Reverse move. Reverse move. Oh dear, that was a Panzer IV just lost there. His Panzer IV command tank is also in trouble. Needs to get out again. Smoke. 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 Perhaps blitz.
Standing by.
Another Panzer IV is on the way.
We have a new Panzer IV. Yeah.
And the command tank successfully escapes. Second Panzer IV arrives. I'm going to go a bit of blitzkrieg away.
We are losing a sector.
But that opening barrage certainly did a bit of damage right there to Sirmuffin. Certainly left his defensive centre right here a bit weak. At the same time, we see some nice harassment going in from the infantry there again. There are T-34s nearby, so it could end up a bit badly. Panzer IV arriving. Certainly needs to quickly move up to the front line and help here. Grenadiers moving up, might try and get the Panzerfaust off on the T-34.
We've captured it. It's passing.
Incendiary arm piercing rounds actually penetrating the rear of the T-34 bit. Otherwise doing nasty work there to the pin down Soviet infantry. T-34 moving in again a bit. Well there, not a lot of shots penetrate, but even a few do and actually do a bit of damage. Conscripts think, oh, we are safe, comrades, and then they get shot again at by the incendiary arm piercing rounds. Panzer IV moving in, forcing the T-34 right within the range of the MD-42. Looks like it's finally run out of the incendiary arm piercing rounds.
Troops are freezing.
And what is this? The Soviet Air Force has been summoned and gets the MG crew. Oh, good lord! And some trees. Damn those fascist trees! Oh, and the Panzer IV knocks out the T-34 up here. Also, only 8 anti-tank rifle left behind. Also, looks like a Panzer strike. He might have sent in his Panzer grenadiers and they got wiped out there. Looks like that might have been what allowed Panzer IV to finish it off, but still. He needs to pick up those Panzer strikes rather schnell, get those grenadiers on it.
Our territory. Ready for orders.
Otherwise, his opponent might gain something he doesn't want him to gain. Befehlspanzer bereit once more. Oh! Grenadier squad caught in the middle of the ice and wiped out the left light machine gun down. One thing you definitely should then consider is actually getting a flak panzer out to help clear the skies of the Red Air Force. That would at least be my suggestion. Guardian's leading assault here. And he's picked up an anti-tank rifle, then he can actually pick up the Panzerschreck. Oh, well, that's a shame. Going for some pretty aggressive harassment. He did manage to pick up the LMG there. That's great, but more infantry is needed. And again, a flak panzer artillery going off. Oh! Oh, he got the grenadiers! Heavy losses being inflicted there on the Sperrverbande by IronRoman's weapons all of a sudden. If it's not the Red Air Force, it's the Howitzers. That is definitely hurting. Grenadiers on the way, and he's getting another Panzer IV. Would have expected a flak panzer to help clear with the Air Force, because likely IronRoman will be utilising strafing runs once more. Considering the amount of damage they can do. Conscripts are running through the trouble with the Panzer, the Befehlswagen.
Could use some action to keep warm.
Panzer IV there needs to get back to friendly lines. It is very much on its own. It is not good. Also, the rear is exposed. Careful, Sirmuffin. Vorsicht! Vorsicht!
Panzer IV ready. We are losing a sector.
There we go. That was definitely not good there, Sirmuffin. Then again, he might have been preoccupied with replacing all those losses he just suffered. But pop smoke and reverse move back to safety. Blitz would also be a nice maneuver. There we go. Pop smoke, smoke. Kneeboom. What is it with a lot of players are not using? And there we go, another strafing run. Looks like though in this case the Grenadiers were saved, but that was just barely. Blitz, Franzwagen needs to move up in the same sector. Other Panzer IV moving up.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Another option would actually be to have the Grenadiers hold it down. Oh!
We have lost the squad.
Another Grenadiers walk down to the strafing runs. That's just terrible. Absolutely devastating.
We need orders.
But again, a flak panzer would have been an idea. Pack on the way, panzer gunners on the way. Fresh artillery barrage.
Panzer here.
Of course, Pinterman machine guns can also help a bit.
Reduced our foes to 100 points. We have new units.
IronRoman is just giving it all he's got. On the other hand, he's saying a bit of trouble actually holding the victory point. He actually needs to send something ahead here to secure it, and then a tank can actually use the one veteran's one he has. He certainly needs to get moving since points are ticking down. That could definitely prove to all of a sudden be what Sirmuffin wins on if he's not careful.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
There you go, lots of them moving ahead, lots of anti-tank rifles left behind for anyone to pick up.
Enemy is down to 75 points.
Looks like IronRoman is not quite interested.
Taking Soviet fire! Panzer Grenadiers standing by. Our opponents are seizing the sector. Standing by!
Oh dear, Guards infantry flanking the Panzer IV. Oh, but the combat units actually came within range and actually got shot there by the Panzer IV. And got wiped out because they're all too close to repairing. As always, be careful about that. Guards have taken up position. There we go, the T-34s are on the move. The Feds Panzerwagen needs to get away, get away. Come on, Sirmuffin, move it back into friendly territory where it can actually get a defensive bonus. Move it back to the other tank. Instead, he's moving far away where it can't actually do much support. Then he's in trouble as well. Panzerschrecks up on the conscripts, by the way. They still both of the Panzerschrecks. Then it is. Panzer IV needs to be careful. Oh, he's about to lose that as well. Not good at all, not good at all. This is looking terrible. Veterans on that T-34. Pack up, other Panzer IV moving in. Things are getting rather dangerous. More Panzer IVs on the way for Sirmuffin. Blitzkrieging ahead, hoping to get that Veteran G2 Panzer IV. There he goes, succeeds, but immediately comes under fire here from Veteran 3. Conscripts with Panzerschrecks, and oh, he crushes them! He crushes them! Beneath the treads, oh! Blitz massacre! Pack 40 in the meanwhile being assaulted by the remaining infantry. Looks like he's all out of armor, by the way, Mr. IronRoman. He's still got that Howitzer, though. Also looks like infantry losses are beginning to become rather punishing for either side. A brutal exchange of lives. And then, oh! Guards infantry all got wiped out to the Panzer IV. A direct hit. Good lord. A brutal battle of annihilation happening right here. Second Panzer IV arriving for the spare Verband as losses continue to increase. Another Panzer squad wiped out.
We are losing a sector.
That Howitzer is absolutely pure evil.
Panzer IV ready.
But he still has those Veteran C3 conscripts with the 2 Panzerschrecks. That is definitely still very bad news for Sirmuffin. Another T-34 arrives. Panzer IV could move up, and again he could consider holding it down right around the victory point here to hold it. Hold down is a useful ability if you have to defend. Anti-tank grenade goes off. Panzer IV is sadly not in a position to help. Again, I feel that was a bit of a miss. There we go, moving in, but there's barely anything else to support it. Sirmuffin's got little else left. Careful of exposing the rear, there we go. Armoured skirts up. Increased turret rotation, but there we go, conscripts with the Panzerschrecks, and good night! The Panzer IV is lost. Points though continue to tick down. The Pioneers basically holding on desperately while taking away the other one. IronRoman needs to rush for the next point right away.
10 points remaining.
Can he make it? Hoorah, or whatever you need to do.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Ooh, looks to be too late there.
Capture.
And there we go. Game over. A brutal battle of attrition right here on the Don River. Sirmuffin won himself a victory, but just barely. The Soviet Air Force proved to be extremely punishing and lethal. He was a bit slow in actually getting up something to deal with it, either sufficient amounts of tanks with pencil-mounted machine guns, or the flak punch sort of try and keep the skies somewhat clear of the Red Air Force. That was definitely something he perhaps could have improved upon. But also that Howitzer really proved to be absolutely nasty. Very good artillerymanship right there from IronRoman. Also, nice use of, doctrines from both sides. I mean, IronRoman used every single ability available. That was great. That was good. That is really commendable. He used the strafing run. He used the Howitzer. He used the Guards infantry. He used hit the dirt. He used the submachine gun. He used everything. Close here to the same thing, sort of, for Sirmuffin. Though again, the Pack 40 never really became necessary. Hold down, he could have used a bit more, and again, he could have used it better. Definitely could have used the Panzer condition, sort of, so his tanks are in a bit better condition. He did use the command tank, and he used it nicely. And this one could also have been used, but I suppose that wasn't quite as necessary. I also think he could have done with a few mines here and there to sort of, limit the amount of maneuverability that IronRoman could have possessed on the map. But in the end, though, IronRoman got a bit outplayed once Sirmuffin had all 3 victory points. IronRoman was a bit too slow to sort of react and quickly take them back. But otherwise, nice early aggressive play, but then Sirmuffin managed to stabilize it. In particular, that Panzer IV command tank helped a bit. But again, I think, Sirmuffin could have won with a considerably larger part of his force alive again had he made better use of hold down and got himself a flak panzer to sort of cover the skies from the Soviet Air Force. But there you go, brutal battle here on one of the new maps. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned a few things. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends. If you didn't, well, why not replay and provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.